several years ago, I watched this video about like how to make your laundry easier. And this was like life-changing. Sounds dramatic about a laundry video, but it was. And the whole main point of the video was like you have too much inventory in your house and it's too much to manage. And I know minimalism might be kind of getting tired now in our society, but I think a lot of us do have too much stuff in our house. And we spend a lot of time worrying about how to manage it, trying to find new solutions for managing it, buying new solutions to managing it. And it's just a lot easier to get rid of a lot of it. And I think you can also do some of the sort of experimenting in detachment. You know, I think at the time that we watched this laundry video, I felt like I was drowning in just the laundry that was everywhere in the house with like young kids and no one could help me do it, you know, except for Ryan on the weekend. And at that time, I would have thought that maybe I was like sort of living a simple life just because we were on a tiny budget of being like Simplehouse missionaries, you know. But
like, what are you getting rid of? Like your kids have too many outfits? Or
yeah,
what?
like literally for a while, we were just like, the kids are going to have 5 outfits while we get laundry under control. And it was like major change and help in our life. You know, like it because it was like we would just have all this clothes pile up and then it was laundry mountain on the couch. We lived in a small house, like we couldn't hide the laundry anywhere, right? So it was just like laundry everywhere and slowly spreading. And the kids were all like toddlers or babies. So they were growing out of stuff every 2 seconds. So then it was like trying to manage, you know, the laundry they were wearing, the hand-me-downs we were going to keep. And it was just like there were clothes everywhere. Has your family experienced this?
I don't think we've solved this problem yet. That's why I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So her advice was like, you know, pare down to 5 outfits and don't fold your clothes. And
I love that advice.
Yeah, it was just like get it in the drawers as fast as you can, because if not, it spreads out and it gets mixed in with the, you know, scrambled eggs that your kids spilled on the floor or whatever, you know.
Well, what about storing outfits? Like, say you got a kid and you got who's a boy and he's like, you know, and there's another boy 2 years younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you keeping a box of like?
Yeah. So now we keep like favorites. But it's like clothes are really cheap. And also it's very easy to get hand-me-downs. Like I don't need to keep them because I can just give them to somebody in the community. And then when I need hand-me-downs that size, I can like send out on a Facebook group, on a listserv, like, hey, anybody have, you know, short size 3T? And I can have like, you know, 12 pairs of shorts the next day if I want them, you know? So
right.
it was like a bad time management thing to be like keeping all the clothes we were keeping. Like we were keeping every single thing, and it was taking me a long time to put it away because I was like, well, I need to mark it by size, and I'm like just a very disorganized person, you know? And
right.
So I don't think it's worth keeping. We just keep stuff now that we really like, you know, and maybe some basic items that are still in good shape, but
right.
Yeah.
A corollary problem I've had is like, you see this shop I'm in right now?
Yeah.
I once made a mistake of going into an Ace Hardware that was going out of business.
Uh-huh.
And I kept thinking like, I will use that. Like in the next couple of years, I'll have a plumbing project that needs that. I will need that. I will need these fasteners. I will need this. I will need this. I will need this. Right. And they're all at like, say 25, 30% off retail.
Yeah.
Right. And I bought some stuff, and I've also bought stuff at other places thinking that I'll have a future use, you know? And I got in a really bad situation where like the inventory management was stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I started thinking, you know what? I think that what I want is a separate shop full of inventory where someone else has to sort it and put it all together. That's always there when I need it.
It's called the store.
Yeah, it's called Home Depot. I know. And it was just like, and now like if I like buy, say, too many parts for a project, say like too many plumbing parts, right? Mm-hmm. I bring every last one of them back that I don't use because that's where I store them. I do not store them in my shop anymore. Yeah. You know?
This girl that I was the YouTuber, she's Minimal Mom, but that's like a big point of hers because they do a lot of like home reno type stuff. And it's like, it's called a store. They manage inventory. You don't need to do it. And she's got a lot of, if you can replace it for $20 or less, you know, why are you keeping, you know, this like thing for just in case 7 years down the line when it is, easily and cheaply replaceable. But anyway,
But you know what somebody will say, including maybe people I know well, they'll say, but it's $20.
Yeah.
Or $19. It's less than $20, but it's $19.
And then that's when you need to do the math with your time, right? Because the every time you pick that thing up and say, oh, where should I put this, know? Or every time you like open your closet and it's overwhelming, like how much like mental space is that taking up or actual time,
You're motivating me right now to go through a lot of things. All right.